we skipped 1 week of recording.
It's because you threw us off again.
I lost the rhythm.
You lost the rhythm because we didn't record for 1 week.
Which is your fault.
Somehow it's gonna come back to me now. I feel like.
Well, so tell me this.
Don't you hear my voice?
When you record on a Saturday, and you don't record the next Saturday, how many days is that?
7.
And then you record the following Saturday. Add that. How many days is that?
14.
Smarter than a fifth
14 days.
14.
I missed 14 days of not recording something.
Here we go.
So what do you expect me to do? I'm gonna lose my rhythm. I'm going to do that, right? Like it's normal to you know how long it takes to get a habit down?
28 days.
No. 14 days.
No, is it really?
I don't know. So it's like we can split the difference. 21 days.
So essentially we failed after day 1.
Pretty much.
Just drink your Celsius. Listen. No.
Why are you bringing this up again?
We have to. No, please. No. We don't want to see you on a tangent again. Okay. I was sick. I got strep throat. Right? From something.
From
my
party sex orgy.
I don't do that stuff. There is a rumor going around that I do weird stuff outside of the podcast. I don't.
Yes,
what I'm trying to say, no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You have a bearskin rug, a fireplace, and a camcorder in your living room.
It's the ambiance of filmmaking.
For your parties.
What I'm trying to say is this. Okay, I got strep throat because unlike these two, I go out. I work outside with the public. They don't. They stay in their dungeons all day. Just peering over a little keyboard.
I wake up
away
at 9:00
in the morning.
Yeah, I wake up at 9:00.
Wow.
I go straight to my work computer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if anybody from Yardi is looking at this, please stop. Stop right now. My boss, my manager, everybody just don't look at this.
You're not authorized to view this content.
Yes.
I go to my work computer. I sit down. I log in. I look at if there's anything critical happening, and if it's not, I go to the bathroom. Poop for half an hour.
Half an hour?
Half an hour, at least. And then come back fresh, get a nice cup of coffee, sit down, and then actually start.
Fresh selfie.
Which is like maybe 10 o'clock, like 10, 15-ish.
Oh,
Which
my
is
God.
normally what time you wake up, right, Blue?
No. I am up way earlier than that.
Then how are you late for
job
work?
Starts because I'm the man. If you let PNC Bank don't look at this. if we're gonna be, as long as I just need to get there.
We're throwing each other under the bus.
Ourselves
under the bus.
I just need to get there before my boss. That's it. I don't need to get there on time.
So if your boss doesn't come that day, you don't go either.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
Why don't you guess? What do I do for a living?
He lives in the clouds. He's an electrician by trade.
No, not really.
Cloudy.
I don't know. Okay, you're right. 14 days is really throwing him off. Okay, anyways. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. I was laughing at that.
Welcome to the No Logic Gaming Podcast, where you either know logic or you have no logic.
Thank you, Rizzy.
And to your left.
To my
and to your left.
What do you mean to your left? To my left, I have Blue.
Yeah. And to his left,
Tommy. And to my left, I have Nomi. This is the worst intro ever. But anyways.
That's what happens when we're
slowly descending into chaos.
Slowly descending into chaos, but we're getting it back.
And we're getting worse every podcast.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
We really are regressing.
We're getting better. I think we're getting better.
I think the no subscribers is getting to me at this point because I know nobody's watching us.
We went up. We went up.
Well, it's because I told people to subscribe to us. So shut up.
Please just subscribe so Nomi can get his fix or dopamine, whatever it is. But anyways. What I want to talk about is this. Nomi made us watch a specific movie, and he chose the worst time for us to watch it because I was sick.
Wait a minute. How is this the worst time?
Because I'll explain why. Because I was sick, and then I watched a scary movie, and I had fever dreams about it. All right, I had fever dreams about it. The scariest thing we watched, Sinister.
Awesome.
You set the bar for scary movies. It scared
It was so good.
It was a good movie.
So before we get into Sinister, was this better or worse than Host?
It was scarier than Host in my opinion.
Scarier than Host. I agree with that.
It was scarier. I enjoyed it more. It had, I think, a more known cast.
Yes.
You know, compared to
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I do enjoy Ethan Hawke.
He's
movies.
awesome. He just every time I look at Ethan Hawke, he reminds me of Johnny Drama from Entourage. Johnny Drama from That's all I see in him is Johnny Drama from Entourage. And that guy's an idiot.
So could you take the movie seriously?
I was really trying, but it was scary enough to really get me into it. So tell me, what was y'all's experience? I saw this movie so long ago because we skipped last week's podcast. I don't remember the plot anymore. So
Well,
why don't you guys begin and maybe I'll catch up.
I saw it when I was sick and I was in and out of fever and I had a dream about it. The Hanging Girls. I dreamt
it's so
about that.
good.
Dude,
That's
that
such
scared
amazing imagery.
Oh my God.
You know what? I had a dream right after I watched it. It was that same night where you were drinking Celsius out of a cup, and at the bottom it said "Good night, Nomi." Obviously, it was Blue who poured that Celsius for you. Though.
So I loved the movie up until the end. I did not like the way it ended.
Because
Let's get there. We'll get to that. But now the movie itself, awesome. Like it's so good. Like the concept of having these like recorded what do you call those, reels?
Yeah, the reels.
The reels are recorded, and he's just
The
watching
film
them
reels?
one at a-
Old time reels.
and he's trying to get into the mindset. He moves into the what an idiot.
I
Who
would not
moves into
move
a
there.
fucking murder house like
No.
that. Like what is wrong? I get you're trying to write
Someone
a
who's
book.
committed to their craft.
Dude, no, you don't get committed like this, man. This
Okay,
is not commitment. This is insanity. It's not
If
commitment.
Heath
if
Ledger
he-
moved into a motel to be
Yeah,
the
but
Joker.
if he wanted to
And what happened to him?
investigate this house,
Sure.
why didn't he move there himself? Why did he drag his whole family into this
I-
place?
again, and that's what my wife kept saying. She's like, "What's wrong? Go by yourself. Go live there. Leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
Leave the wife home.
Don't
Why
let the
are you
children
going
suffer."
with them? Yeah, why are you making them suffer?
I
Like,
imagine
what's wrong
Nomi
with
being
you?
like, all right, welcome home. And he brings his
Oh,
whole family.
hell
in.
no, I would
The
not do
dog.
That's why we can't have Ouija boards here.
No
You
Ouija
can't.
board.
You
No,
can't.
I ain't messing with no voodoo shit. I ain't messing with no Ouija boards. I'm not messing with anything to do with bringing
If we hit
spirits into
1
this
million
house.
subscribers, we're putting a Ouija board right here and we're having Nomi play.
10 million.
Not 10 million.
That's all, because I know it's never gonna happen.
Less than 30% of YouTubers have hit 10 million
Look,
subscribers.
if we are less than 30% of YouTubers, I will do it.
That's
but
dumb.
now, what you guys think of the actual story? So let's say the scares are there. The scares are amazing, like throughout the whole movie, and the most like savage way this person kills these families. Like, oh my god! When I saw the lawnmower, I was like, oh, I couldn't look away.
It's
I was
creepy-
like, what the hell?
It's creepy imagery. And
Yes.
it makes me unsettled.
But what about the story? What did you guys think of how the plot was? Was it unique? Was it, or do you think it's like, oh, this could have been done with other?
I'll say this. It has some cliche, like, for example, I know when jump scares are going to happen. You can just
Now,
tell.
mind you, this movie is like 2012.
12.
I did not know that.
So it's
11 years old.
11 years old.
Yeah.
I was almost there.
It's not bad. I
No, it
liked
wasn't bad. I would say, that the paranormal plots itself, those were all really good.
Yeah.
The background story as to the family itself probably could have been a bit better.
Could have been better, yes.
And then the ending, yes, it could have been a little bit better.
Now, the thing I did get surprised by the ending was I thought it was going to be the son who starts killing them. But
Spoiler alert.
it was the daughter.
Yeah.
It was the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, because you saw the son go crazy with his little weird sleep apnea, whatever the hell he has. Not apnea, but sleepwalking,
Yeah.
whatever terrifying thing he has.
Like he was already kind of being
Already
exposed to
possessed,
it.
yeah, sort of thing. But so I thought it was going to be him who starts killing his family, but the girl came out of nowhere.
Plot twist.
Yeah, but what I didn't like was there was no resolution.
You don't like that?
I hate that. I hate that there's no resolution.
Well,
like
they essentially set it up for a sequel,
Well, yeah.
which they did.
again, see the thing is, when you make a movie, you can't be thinking that far ahead where I'm going to make a sequel.
Someone did.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do that because then you're setting up yourself for. Because now there's no. How do you stop this guy? How do you kill this guy? Like
You have to watch the sequel.
I wanted
Yeah.
the answer in this movie. This movie was such a good, complete package from start to finish,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Watch this.
you screw it up at the end by giving me no resolution. He's just. I don't. And did you see the? I didn't watch Sinister 2. Did you see the score that Sinister 2 got?
Well,
Rotten
I didn't
Tomatoes
see it,
gave
but
it a 7%.
Okay, granted,
pretty
the
bad.
second does not do better than the first.
Sequels
most
always
times.
suck. This was obviously way worse than suck.
Well, yeah. Well, it's because
You can't set yourself. Look, if you want to make a part 2, Do something where this whatever entity being comes back in some way, but resolve the first movie. Like finish it, tie up the loose ends, put a nice bow on it, give it to me. But you can't just like okay, here the daughter goes into the picture and then goes away with the rest of the kids, and there what was the thing called? I forgot the name of the thing.
It starts with a B.
Yeah, boo,
Something like that.
Bow, boo.
You know what?
I forgot.
Look,
I watched it a long time ago.
In a different way, I think it would have been great if the daughter would have killed most of the family, but somehow he escapes and he burns the house down. You know, they close out the credits. They close out the credits, and then just at the very end, they have a little scene where they show like one of the films is still left over that didn't burn. You know, and then they set up for a sequel.
Yeah, see, give me stuff like that. Like, resolve this.
They should have
Give me a tidbit at the end of it to come back. You know, like, come back for part 2. But resolve this. I hate movies that don't resolve and they're already thinking about a sequel. Then you're not completing the story. Like, okay, take Paranormal Activity, for example. Amazing movie, start to finish. They never expected to make a sequel, but look how good
they made several.
One is, yeah. But they found such a clever way to make more,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like
true.
that's
true.
you need to be that in that mindset when you make.
That's true. That's a good way to put it.
Don't just like, oh, I'm jumping into this. We're gonna start this movie and it's gonna be a fucking trilogy. No, bro. Start with one and finish it and see how it goes, and then be smart about it to make a number 2 about it. I don't know.
So
that's my problem.
Would you watch the second one?
I'm not gonna watch the second one.
It got
Absolutely
7%.
Yeah, I saw this. I was like,
It's true.
If it was at least 50, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna consider watching this at some point. No, this is horrible. Like,
Maybe while you were sick, you should have watched the second one. Then you would have had dreams of
That's
laughing.
true.
At
Yeah,
it.
that's true. That would have been like, yeah, it's a lot more better now. Tied up loose ends.
so the only person now that knows about this thing is that cop,
yeah.
so and so, Detective so and so, right? That's his name.
Right. Yeah, Detective so and so.
So did you understand what he said at the end? It's like, oh, you moved into this house and now you've sped up its time.
No, I get so scared. It's hard for me to follow plots. I'm the same thing with Host.
Rizwan, did you understand that whole part?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, essentially, they weren't supposed to be there. And
So he basically kills the family that moves into the house that murder has already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's basically all.
Yeah.
So now he moved the timeline by going back to his home. If he would have stayed in that house, they would have been fine.
Oh.
He disturbed it.
Yeah. They would have been all fucked up and disturbed every time, but they wouldn't have died. Because he moved back to his own house, he now moved his timeline where the monster's timeline where now I'm going to kill this family. Now this family's dead. I consume the soul of this child. I'm good. Now the monster waits for a new family to move into this house. Once this house has, been properly lived in and it's good, and they move to a new house, that's when the next murder happens.
Oh, okay.
It's always the last murder. You move, the house
When you move.
When you move.
Yeah. Oh, so then we can bring a Ouija board here and it'll reset the timeline back to whatever we
Next topic.
So, speaking of shitty sequels, do you guys know what's going on?
Give me a score.
Oh, that's right. We need a score.
Out of 10. What was Host? You guys, what was your score for Host?
I don't think we scored a host.
We did not score.
We didn't score?
This is your new thing that you're doing.
Oh, I thought we scored.
No.
Maybe I scored in my head and I didn't say it.
Go ahead and score.
I give this a 6.
Really? Oh man, you really didn't want a sequel.
Well, so if it did give me a nice package, it would have been a 7.
Oh, okay, just one higher.
Yeah, one higher. I knock it down because of that.
Okay, I give it a 7 because I like the scares and I like things that make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Paranormal Activity, I give it a 9 out. That's my
that
scale.
Fair,
We haven't reviewed yet.
Just to understand the scale, like because everybody's watched Paranormal. That's where my scale is. That's a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Where would you rank Saw?
Oh, the first one.
The first one.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That's an 8 out of 10.
That's an 8?
That's
okay.
an 8. That's an 8 or 9. 8.5.
Still highly ranked, though.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yes.
It was legendary. But Saw, another one that has like so many sequels to it that doesn't die.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
They're at what, 10?
Yeah. 10 now.
Yeah.
It's the longest running
10
horror
just
movie.
came out in theaters. Yeah, X,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, X.
X. It's the longest running horror movie. But
Okay, go ahead.
speaking of shitty sequels, y'all know what's going on in the Mr. Beast galaxy?
Enlighten us.
Okay.
I know of Mr. Beast. I don't know what else.
Everybody knows Mr. Beast.
I know he has burgers.
We all know. Yes.
Like I've heard his name around. I don't know who he is.
Well, of course, everyone has heard Mr. Beast and what's going on, right? But this particular drama isn't about Mr. Beast. It's about his clones, and the clones are YouTubers who emulate Mr. Beast's style. Because we all know,
like Mrs. Beast.
No, as in like okay. There's
Senor Beast.
Senor Beast. Well, no, but there's YouTubers who literally copied the same thumbnail formula. You know, like the green grass and the blue sky background with the most insane thumbnail that you can possibly have. Yeah. The titles are insane.
Yeah, it's just like videos, really catchy, and there's like, I'm gonna donate $1 million. Yeah,
exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
That type of
right?
catchy title. Yeah.
Exactly. So Mr. Beast, he does a good job, but he's not reckless with it. The clones who are YouTubers who do the same type of content as Mr. Beast, quote unquote, they are very reckless. Like, for example, a few months back, I forget the name of this channel, but they did like a prank or a stunt that actually killed someone. Yes.
Like for reals killed someone?
Like legit killed someone. And there was also one where they were stealing money. Now there's a recent one from Phidias is the name.
What?
And
Phidias.
he is trending because he stole from a homeless person.
Oh,
the YouTube video.
They're doing the opposite of what Mr. Beast
exactly.
does.
But yeah, exactly, right? But the whole concept is to be like a most wicked, wild video.
Okay.
And in every few months, like once every 2 months, it feels like a Mr. Beast clone gets into trending for the wrong reason because their videos are way too reckless. And this has been happening a lot now.
Can we start doing Mr. Beast cloning stuff? Like, let's do it, man.
Well,
I will be trending.
The production value. Okay, listen.
If someone happens to die, who's it gonna be?
You guys already sent me to your freaking attic to.
Well, I mean, you are in an already weakened immune state, so.
Yeah. Listen. So get ready for another attic visit in like February.
Wait,
January.
I'll have no no. But this recent YouTuber Phidias, what he did is that he went to L.A. and he went to Skid Row. Skid Row is known for the most. It's just homeless people everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
where is that?
I forget where in LA. It's in LA.
It's in LA. Okay.
LA.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But what he did was that the challenge was to survive with the homeless, right? Okay. And like just overnight with the homeless. And then he recorded himself saying, "So I stole this cart." You know how homeless people, they had their own cart with their stuff in it, right? All that kind of stuff. He records himself where he has it like, "I just stole this off of a random person," right? And they're clearly homeless. He just stole from a homeless person just for views and content, monetized off of it, and did that, right? So now he's getting canceled.
So did like after the recording was done, did he not give it back to the
No, that's the thing.
It?
They don't.
It's
do
like
that.
I get it to do it for like the YouTube video, but
for the views.
But they're such assholes, right? That's the problem that's going on with these.
So I mean, I
clones.
wouldn't call these people like Mr. Beast clones. I would call them anti-clones. Like, it's like they're doing the opposite of what he does.
Anti-Beast.
So they're looking for
anti-clones is clout. They're basically looking
but by copying his style in their own way, like not in their own way, but
because the
just
video
kind of making it this intense and extreme.
It's kind of like Mario and Wario, kind of in a way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same thing.
Exactly. But what's going on? And pretty soon, I think Some Ordinary Gamers, the YouTube channel, he went over this in depth, and I think he's gonna be doing like a research as to like a more down the rabbit hole type of feel. It's like, where did these anti-clones come from?
What do you mean, where do they come from? I understand where they come from.
YouTube.
Yeah,
but there's more. There's so many though. But the thing is, their content is so like versatile. People from all over the world click on them because the thumbnails are so catchy. Anybody would click on them.
I understand. I get that. Like,
are you part of the masses?
No, I'm not part of the masses. I wish I was. I want to be. Why not?
No, like the viewers.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen any of these. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing about these things, right? But like, they know what works. Like, Mr. Beast has basically solved how to become famous,
the formula,
super famous on YouTube. Like he knows the formula, right? He gets it. He has the secret sauce. He has the recipe.
Yeah.
So they're just copying him. as best they can. They don't have the exact ingredients, but they're getting pretty damn close.
Yes.
If they're even if they're doing the wrong stuff, it's working. Because
Correct.
you're talking about it.
Correct.
Lots of people are making documentaries about it.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is actually working.
It is, but it's like it's not, the longevity is not there. Like the Phineas,
Yeah.
he was outside of Elon Musk's like building for 30 days just to get a hug from him, basically harassing. He won't leave until he get his hug, pretty much, right? And then the other one were involved killing a child.
Yeah, that's
right?
you're going extreme there.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fucked up stuff
But they're all always doing the same type of the thumb. If you look at their channel, you'd be like, oh, this is like a Mr. Beast clone. Right, and that's why that's where that term comes from.
Right.
Okay.
Right, and it's starting to get to the point where it's like once every couple months somebody gets like canceled for a reason like this, and it's always derived from the getting famous on social media by copying this formula, but abusing it in the same time. Right, and that's just kind of what's going on, and it's just crazy to think.
Because I do get where they're coming from. Like they want to understand, like they want to get famous, and they're basically copying him. They're like, oh, I want to get to his level, even a fraction of his level, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to get there.
Yeah,
I'm okay to do that stuff too.
I feel like he'll put a video out saying like I kill Blue for views. With like a knife at my throat.
Will anyone watch it though?
If you get 3 views on my death, I'll be so pissed. at least go trending for a bit. You know what I mean?
But then we can take everything from his house, and we won't have to feel bad about it.
Oh wait, you're gonna take my fireplace, my bear rug, and
I'm not taking any of that. I'm just gonna take your gaming setup.
Oh.
You all right? You're gonna survive?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying. But if you take my gaming setup, make sure you take MGS 3, the original,
Not the clone?
not the clone that's been coming out recently. Not the clone that's coming out. Have y'all seen this?
Not the one with the new engine?
The new engine, Unreal Engine 5, Metal Gear Solid 3, remastered remake.
It just says Metal Gear Solid 3.
It just with
Re-engine? Yeah.
Triangle.
Unreal Engine?
Triangle.
Yeah, the triangle.
Yes.
Unreal Edition?
Yeah. Yes. Unreal.
The Unreal Edition.
That took a minute.
So Metal Gear Solid 3,
3.
Snake Eater, is one of my favorite Metal Gear Solids of all time.
Is it your favorite?
It's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite. I would say number 3 is my favorite. Over everything.
Wow.
Over 1, over 2, over 4, 5, all of those. I love 3 so much. I consumed so many trailers and saw so many things before it came out because Hideo Kojima is the best in
like originally.
Yeah. So Hideo is like the greatest
How old were
person
you?
to. Oh, man, I don't know. When does Metal Gear Solid 3 come out? Can
Oh,
we
let me
check
take a
that
look.
and I'll tell you how old I was? How old am I now?
Old.
You have to tell me that. I don't know how old you are now.
Old man.
So it came out in 2004.
Dang.
So I was 16.
I was 8.
Wow.
I think I was 16. I don't know. I can't do the math in my head.
You have to think about what year it is. that
Just
you were
what year were
born.
you born?
87.
Oh, okay.
17.
And 14?
14?
14.
14,
Seven.
sure. I was 14.
14. 17.
Okay, 17.
87.
Whatever.
87 plus 13 plus 4 is 17.
Okay, 17 then.
What do you, that's right. What do you mean 17 then?
You work for
Fine,
the
whatever
bank.
you say. God. So 17. All right. So Hideo Kojima is the greatest mastermind when it comes to marketing his games, and Snake Eater was like that was his like child. Like he fucked with you so much when releasing this game.
What do you mean? How did he market it?
Oh, like he was the greatest. He would do so many fake trailers, real trailers, mixed in with like so many random things he wanted to do.
Oh, that's right. He
Like,
does do that stuff.
He
like
does.
that.
So he every trailer that he put out always have like an Easter egg, and it's like, oh, where does this take you? What does this do? What does that do? What does this do?
So he like toying with the audience.
He's toying with you. He's so good at that.
Yeah.
And me, already a sucker for Metal Gear series. I was like, oh my god, I want to play this, and I'm just like, how is this Solid Snake? If this is set in 1964, how old is this dude? Is he like 12? Why is he in the
Holy
jungle?
crap.
'Cause I didn't know this was the boss, right?
Oh. Oh, Big Boss.
Yeah, I didn't know this was. Yeah, sorry, Big Boss. Yeah, I didn't know this was Big Boss. Right? Like I'm thinking from the trailer, this is exactly what Snake is. So now they're taking me back to his original story. This is how Solid Snake became Solid Snake.
Mhm.
Oh my god! And I was just like, I'm gonna play Solid Snake in 1964. Does that make sense to me? Because he's already retired in Metal Gear Solid 1, right? Metal Gear Solid. It's like, oh man, you took me out of retirement. I'm so old for this. Why are you bringing me back? Right. So I'm thinking, oh, this is his younger days. This is like he's like he's in his prime.
Yeah.
So and we're in the jungle, and this is a PS3, and it's PS3, PS2, PS2.
PS2.
My bad. He's in the jungle, and it's like this whole new graphic, and you're gonna be stealthing in the jungle. This is amazing. And I was just
Camouflage.
like consuming. Yeah, I was consuming everything this dude did. Like, oh my god. And this became one of my favorite Metal Gear Solids of all time because it has everything. It has betrayal. It has there's like a love interest. There's so many plot twists, like insane amount of young fucking Ocelot. Like, come on, man. So this now it's coming out in Unreal Engine 5. What do you think I'm gonna do?
Buy it.
Play it,
or you're gonna like binge all the leaked pictures and trailers, or are you too old for that now?
I'm too old for that now. Like, I'm honestly too old for that. And it's not Hideo anymore, so it's not the same. Like,
So-
he knew how to fucking like.
So is
he
the
did this-
hype there? So that's the thing. Is the hype there now? Do you still have the same
I want to
erection
play it again,
as
but-
you did once?
No. Like, like back then, I was like, what?
It's because you also miss who you were back in the day.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I missed who I was.
Unmarried?
You know, it's getting into my psychological head, like psychologically
Well, yeah, it's because like
in my head now.
It's because you don't like miss the game. You miss who you were when you were playing the game. So all the memories of you coming back from school and popping up the PlayStation, no need for financial burdens like bills or heartaches or anything like that. None of that was there anymore. You know?
I don't know. I feel I'm pretty happy with who I am now. I just the only thing I'm missing is I need more time to play games. That's about it. Other than that, I'm like,
And subscribers.
I need subscribers. I'll become a Mr. Beast clone. And I'll steal from a homeless man. I will steal Metal Gear Solid 3 from a homeless man.
Are you an idiot? This is trending right now.
Hey, maybe this will trend. We'll get, even the little kickback subscribers we get. I'm happy with that too. If you want to leave an angry comment, please welcome.
It's engagement.
You are welcome. I will talk to you through the
God.
comments. You can cuss me out, and I'll just take it.
I'm gonna go on this side here.
Yeah, and you
You're
can also cuss Blue out, and we'll actually like your comments.
Wait.
He already says fuck to you guys right there. Look.
I said I'm a bad influence, but fuck, I'm fine.
That's what the clones say.
Mr. Beast clones.
Did you buy that off one of the clones?
It's their merch.
Supporting the clone.
Their merch. No, but going back to what you're saying, it's
Yes.
like I love. You're right. You triggered a memory of mine.
So one more thing before you start. I wish you were like active and old enough to understand what Hideo Kojima did.
That's true. I
wish you knew, because I know you love his games. You're like his
a fan.
You're like a fangirl, right?
I became a fan after he was done.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
I wasn't expecting
if
it real
you
time.
knew this dude in his prime and the shit he pulled on us,
When it was coming out.
dude,
I had no idea about
he
that.
would mess with you so. Metal Gear Solid 2 was his like start of like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with these people so bad,
He's an audience.
because you know what he did with Metal Gear Solid 2?
I have no idea.
Trailer, you never see Raiden in any of the trailers
What?
ever. Every single fucking clip that he released was you as Solid Snake the whole time.
Was there a demo of that game?
Yeah,
it
you're
was Snake?
and it was in the tanker. It was only the tanker
Wow.
He only released tanker chapter stuff. That's it. You're Solid Snake. You never see Raiden, ever.
And then you're like, what game am I playing? What game
Yeah,
is this? I'm
yeah.
playing?
And I'm like, when am I gonna become Solid Snake again?
And you're like, wait, this is Shadow Moses
He
again.
fuck with you the whole game. That's what he did. That's where he started. He's like, oh. And then he became like the Picasso of marketing.
Maybe
when
he-
3 came out.
Maybe he should have written the story for Sinister.
Yeah.
Yes. Good sequel.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but that triggered a memory because like you said, I never experienced Metal Gear in real time. I did the research
Yeah.
after 5 had even came out, and I
Yeah.
became a fan of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
But I watched him playing 3 back in the day when I was a kid, but I saw the Metal Gear Solid 4 trailer after the game had already come out. But it was like where it starts off as a first-person shooter, right? And then it's like, oh, MGS and FPS? And then it's like question mark.
That's nice.
Yeah, remember
all
that?
that stupid shit. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then it's like it finally shows Metal Gear. It shows Snake, and he's old. Finally, like in third person. And now it's like this is not FPS. This is MGS. And then it gets. Into
I remember that
trailer.
stupid trailer.
And I was like, oh, this is that triggered a memory of that.
Yeah.
But and now it's like, I guess the only question I can ask, why? Like Metal Gear Solid 3, why? Like
Why not?
Who's behind it? Like and then like
It's
why
just
not?
Who's behind it?
I mean, it's just Konami cashing in at this point.
Is that you
Yeah.
feel like it's a money? It's a money.
It's a money
point?
grab. Yeah,
Who,
absolutely.
I mean, who would
And
not
why
want
not?
to? I mean, it was a great game, and why wouldn't anyone want to play it on one of the best engines
yeah,
out there?
one of the that and like just a new console, right? Like I want to play it on my PS5.
You would play it?
Yeah, I'll play it.
Would you play it?
Yeah, I would play it.
It looks like Unreal Engine 5 is really coming out. But let's talk about the was it a trailer or was it like what was that?
It was just like a
reveal?
just footage of the Unreal Engine 5. It's a show off.
Yeah.
It's showing off the demo.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
was early
the
footage.
tech of it.
Yeah, early
Well,
footage.
I liked it. I liked it because it was very like high def. I know I was talking crap about it, and I was like, "This is stupid." Remember in the beginning, I
Yeah.
was like really pissed about it. But now I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's give it a chance.
Yeah.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's probably going to be along the lines of the story that everybody already knows,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just being portrayed in a more high definition, crisper way, which I think many people would enjoy playing.
Yeah, I would.
especially in today's age.
Yeah, that's true.
See, Resident Evil 4 Remake, the reason I haven't played is just because it's a stressful game. Like, it's stressful. Like, it's like you're like zombies, and you're just into it, and it's intense. My mindset to get there is really hard. And, like, it's really hard to get there now with that mindset. Like, I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna sit up, and I'm just gonna be, like, all up into it. Metal Gear Solid, dude, stealth, oh my god. Back, right? I'm gonna lay back.
I'm stressed with stealth.
Oh, dude, listen, I'm gonna lay back. I'm just gonna like crawl through the jungle the whole time. Shoot a little tranquilizer, get up and run. Maybe shake him off, grab some ammo,
Yep.
get back down.
It's like, huh?
Crawl through the jungle.
Who goes there?
Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
Dude, it's
Wait, hunting the animals. I forgot you can hunt animals in
yeah,
there.
dude. It's such a good like fun experience. Resident Evil 4, like, oh man, it's like you gotta run from people. They're like knocking your door down. It's like they're putting ladders up and
The
going.
village.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
intense, man.
It's
like,
true. It's true. So it looks like with age, you want a more chill game.
I want a more chill game. Like to get to the Resident Evil stuff, it's just way harder.
Because you
to
haven't
get
played,
to that mindset.
you haven't played any of the remakes, despite it being such a huge
I know.
part
I
of
was
your
a huge,
childhood.
I was a huge fan of it. And you're absolutely right.
But you haven't played a
I was
single
such a
remake.
huge fan. Yeah. I just haven't because it's hard, man. It's just hard. Like I really need to like get there. Like I need to drink like 2 of these bitches. And I'm like
400 milligrams of caffeine?
That's not
What
bad.
He's already done.
I'm not surprised.
like so I need to get in that mindset, right? To like, oh man, I need fucking just that intensity in my brain, that caffeine in my brain to like kill zombies, run away from zombies, just play an intense game like this. It's not a relaxing game. Resident Evil 4 is not relaxing.
It's not a game
Yeah.
that you would just come home.
Resident Evil 1 is relaxing because you're in a mansion, you walk around, you're
explore.
exploring. 4 is like boom, 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 like next thing, and it's just action sequences after action sequences after.
Survival horror.
Yeah, man,
it's a very active game.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Metal Gear Solid 3, oh man, I would love playing this. This is one of the remakes I would play because, again, it's one of my favorites of all time, and I feel like it's relaxing.
Hey man. No, I mean now that
I'm a master stealther. That's probably
now that I
why.
saw it, it's kind of getting my like my mic up as well, and it's like
Don't touch my mic.
feel
This is my mic.
But I feel like I can play this game and have a good time. So I have a question, and I just want to ask this while we're on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence? Remember that? Subsistence?
I do remember. So Subsistence they had the online portion.
That's the only difference.
No, there's more. They had a story mode where it's like you just watch a movie.
Oh, like
you watched the whole movie.
The hidden movies.
Yeah, you watched the whole movie. No, you like Subsistence was the movie. Like you play instead of playing Metal Gear, you can watch Metal Gear.
Oh, the
whole game from start to finish. You can watch the whole damn thing. I think they had that.
Oh, okay.
And there were some other random tidbits in there too.
Wait, Metal Gear Solid 3 online, PlayStation 2?
My God, this was my most enjoyable moment I've ever had. And the first time I played an online game was Metal Gear Solid 3 online. It was so much fun, dude. The headshots were so satisfying, and they were so hurtful when it happened to you. You know that sound it makes, like, ping,
Yeah.
when you get headshotted?
Yeah.
That shit was cranked up loud. So when you did a headshot, it was so satisfying because it's, first of all, it's super hard to do one.
Yeah.
It's extreme. And Metal Gear Solid, I think 2 is when the headshots. Yeah, because 1 didn't have that stuff.
No.
Yeah. So 3, dude, like it's so satisfying to do. Like it was so much fun. But when you get headshot, the camera because the camera was like really bad in Metal Gear Solid Online, it was really bad. So when you get shot, your character flew back.
Oh, like Ragdoll?
Yeah, Ragdoll. So your character flew back, and the camera didn't know what the fuck to do. So it was like, right? And you hear a loud bing, and you that was so embarrassing, and it just hurt your soul every time somebody like shot you in the head. Oh my God.
Was it like rankings? Like
Oh yeah, dude. I was ranked like top 130 somewhere.
Oh wow.
I was so fucking, and this was out of like, I think there was like over 50,000-60,000 people. I think something like that.
That's pretty good ranking.
Dude, I was so, and I would like play it all the time. I'm like, oh shit, I just dropped in ranking. I got to play more. And I would just jump back up. It was so much fun.
You would have been a killer streamer.
Yeah, you would have.
Back then
back
it was
in the day.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think did anybody ever stream Metal Gear Solid 3? I don't think so.
What did you use to fuel yourself in those online shootings?
Before
Nothing.
Celsius.
Absolutely
Nothing?
Yeah,
it was just you?
No, it was just me and the remote control. And it was just my fucking big ass box TV.
He didn't need
Nice.
that.
We just hit
he
it.
didn't need it. There was a feature in Metal Gear Solid 3 online, I think, where it's like the good guys against the bad guys, and Snake, it's like
There's one snake.
snake,
And there's one Ocelot on the other side.
one Ocelot.
So
on
there was
other
like the
side.
Gru crew
Yeah.
with Ocelot, and then there was Snake, and then your posse or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
It
that's
was
pretty
fun.
cool.
No, actually, usually Snake was by himself too. So there were usually 3.
Snake was by himself.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, there was 2 teams fighting each other, and then there was Snake running around in
in between
trying to
everybody
do
else.
his own goals. Yeah.
Wow.
It was so much fun. It was,
and I'm guessing the servers are down.
oh yeah,
Long
shut down
ago.
long time
Long
ago, like
ago.
long ago, bro.
Man.
Those are my dude. The shit I had to do to get online first of all, because back then it was not just plug it and do it.
Yeah.
No, it was a lot more intense, a lot more shit you had to do to get online.
Yeah.
And it was just so many different random
They
maps.
could possibly bring an MGS3
Maybe
online.
it was just really bad.
If it
It
does,
was badly done. It was just a lot of fun.
I think it'd be pretty good. It'll bring
Yeah.
back, and maybe it'll get him back into playing video games again, because this man does not play anything anymore.
It's about the time, man.
It's about the time.
Well, luckily you have some time because they haven't announced a release date yet for this game.
Exactly. It's a little bit of time.
Although maybe something you will enjoy knowing is that the team, when making this game, they actually tried to stay very close to what the original was. So they haven't actually added anything story-wise.
Okay.
They're reusing the original voice actors' audio.
Well, that's good.
You know, so it's going to stay
That's good.
fairly true to what it was, but the engine definitely has changed.
Nice.
Okay, so then it's worth playing then, for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think they were just trying to say it was kind of a change, but they wanted to keep it close to what Hideo originally had
Nice.
when he created it. And
Absolutely.
so that triangle is actually called Delta. So the name of the game is Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Oh.
And Delta means change.
Ah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is cool.
I
yeah.
like. I respect that. It's like, you know what, we're gonna keep it close to as Hideo's as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a more modern take on it, but it still carries a lot of the classic elements.
Can we when we end this podcast, can we add the Snake Eater theme to end it?
Wait. Dun dun dun.
Not that one. The one where my favorite part of the whole game is when you climb that ladder.
I'm still in a dream. Snake Eater. Dun dun dun. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the No Logic Game Podcast. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below. Last but not least, go ahead and subscribe.
Bell.
Yeah, subscribe and hit that bell icon.
Yes.
So you can see what we're making next. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll catch all of you in the next video. See ya.
Later.
I can't believe you said you would steal from a homeless person to get views. We're fucked.
I mean, he said he would steal a new game from a homeless person.
First of all, I mean, who's watching us? I'm not afraid of saying anything honestly controversial.
You know
I
what?
said where I work.
You know what?
And
Your
you did
cousin,
too.
your cousin's gonna
I know
call
you
you
would
and be
say
like, your cousin's gonna call you and be like, "How dare you do that?"
Well, I mean, this is gonna be clipped and put on Twitter in the future one day. I can just guarantee it.
I dare you.